Hello everyone, my name is Tish and this is Daily Elevation. So, those of you that know me as being an author of From Abuse to Struggling to Who Am I? And those of you that don't know me, download Daily Elevation's app right now and get the book From Abuse to Struggling to Who Am I? Because it's a dope book, you guys. It's very inspirational, and not only that, it speaks about real life issues and real life situations. So I feel like this, if you struggle in any kind of way, you can relate to my book, and my book is for you. So, stop what you're doing, download Daily Elevation's app right now, and get the book From Abuse to Struggling to Who Am I? Alright? Anyway, moving forward, the topic I want to speak about today is men and women never talk down on your baby mother or baby father to your child. I'm going to say this again. Men and women never talk down to your baby mother or baby father to your child. And I say that to say this. I know it's hard firsthand out there. And a lot of times we can, so easily, be frustrated or just going through a lot. We be like, sometimes you might say things that you shouldn't say, as far as he ain't no good, or she ain't no good. He don't want to be in your life, or she don't want to be in your life. He a crackhead. He a drunk. She a crackhead. Things of that nature. You don't never want to do that. And I'm going to be honest with you. When I first left my children's father, they was about 2 and 1 years old. I didn't even know how to raise myself. So it was definitely hard for me. And I found myself for a minute speaking on things like that. And I had to catch myself. I had to come to realization like, nah, you don't want to move like that. Because, when you do things like that, what I noticed, even 2-year-old, they become angry. And you don't want them to grow up angry. You don't want that hate in their heart. Regardless if the father's not there or not, y'all, believe me, I've been a single mother for 13 years, ain't never seen a child support in my life. Never received any court. I never received $1. 13 years I've been doing it by myself. I ain't gonna say by myself. God been helping me. My mother's my support, but financially, everything that I do, I have to do, through me. I don't get any child support, so I know firsthand, y'all. Like, a lot of times we can be like, man, he ain't helping. Your daddy, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't want to move like that. Again, it'll make the child angry, and when a child grow up, he don't want to be around the father or the mother. Well, shoot, hell, he might not want to be around you. It might turn him against you. It could turn the child against you later on when they become friends with the father or the mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, my daddy always said that, you wasn't good or you wasn't this. My thing is this. Whether the father or the mother in a child's life or not, it's not your job to down talk them to the child. Whatever you say, a lot of times, what I do, I be in my room or whatever, and after I did just now, just did Christmas shopping and did everything by myself, I'm like, damn, what a daddy at? Whatever, I say that to myself, but I don't never say that to them because I don't want them feeling no type of way. What you want to do is you want them to find out on their own why that other person not around. I'm not telling you to make excuses for the person. Please don't get me wrong. Because that's not your job either to make excuses. Your job is to keep it real with them. And I'm not telling you to sugarcoat it. My kids and I have the best relationships because I kept it real with them. And I didn't down talk them and play them against their father. Told them, your dad, he going through some stuff when he was incarcerated. And I later on told him, he's in jail. When they was old enough to understand whether he was incarcerated, why he wasn't there. And then when Angel Tree was in Presence home or whatever, this is from your father. Whatever I felt inside, I didn't say it to them because I didn't want them to be angry with them. I didn't want them to hate him. And now that they're old enough, guess what? They make decisions on their own. They know firsthand, shh. So you ain't gotta do all that. It's not your job to put that in their hearts. Your job is to love on them and say, you know what, regardless your father not here, I'm sorry. Try to pick that extra love up and dump it into them that they lacking from them. We can't do but so much, but what I'm saying is just love on them an extra little bit. Love on them an extra. And not only that, teach them. Teach them. You know what I tell my boys? Your father wasn't in your life. He's not in your life. But when you get old enough, you sit down and you tell him, Dad, you weren't in my life. He didn't make it, he didn't make it to whatever it is. You let him know how you feel. And then when you become a father, is what I tell them, you'll be a better father than he was to you. You break that cycle. You become better than him. Don't become bitter and angry, but become better. Because your child gonna need you. That's what you teach them. You teach them to, you be real with them. You let them know. What I did was I let them know, I'm sorry your dad's not in your life. I'm sorry. I can't teach you how to be a man. I could teach you how to be a gentleman. A lot of things I couldn't teach them. A lot of things I still can't teach them. I try to talk to them about sex. They be like, I'm just saying, like, I can't do but so much, but I do my best. But I ain't gonna never say your dad he ain't here, he ain't there. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stop doing that. We have to stop doing that. We do, y'all. We do. You making your child grow up angry, and they having hate in their heart, and they having bitterness, and then they don't know how to turn that hate into love. So when later on they become fathers, how they gonna know how to be a father to their child? No, you teach them love. You give them love. You teach them about God. You teach them that. You install that in them. Because you don't want your son or your daughter growing up angry. And guess what? You don't want them growing up looking for that love, that love that they lack. So that's why it's important for you to try to just love on them extra. And explain to them, I'm sorry your dad's not here. I'm sorry your mother's not here. I'm gonna do the best that I can. And guess what? They're gonna respect it. They're gonna respect it. And you teach them, don't hate your father, don't hate your mother. Because I teach mine. Don't grow up with that bitterness in your heart. Don't grow up, because a lot of times it's passed down from their fathers. Their father wasn't there for him. And it might not have been that he just didn't want to be in their life. Sometimes I really believe he don't know how to be a father. And he'd have missed so much time, he don't even know how to catch up. Not trying to get off into my story, but a lot of times, guys, just look at the whole situation and just think about it. A lot of times, a lot of men don't even know how to be fathers. How can you give somebody something you never had? And not only that, if they was never taught. Because I know people that's able to give love and that never had it, but they was taught. They was taught, or, it's hard for somebody to give something they never had. They father left him at the age of 5. You know what I'm saying? So, he don't know how. I'm not making excuses for him, because that might not be it, but I do know firsthand, when I was married to him, that he didn't have a father figure in his life. So, guess what I did as a mother? I'm breaking that cycle. You not finna transfer that into your son or daughter. You're not about to take that and build that hate and anger up that he had in him towards his father and take that towards your child. I rebuke that. It's not happening. So y'all, it's so important. It's so important to teach your child, the real. Not to lie to them, not to sugarcoat, not trying to say that I'm saying to make excuses for the other half, but never talk down on them. Never talk down on them. Never talk down on the baby father or the baby mother. Let them find out on their own. Because mine did. They did, and guess what? They okay. Because you know why they okay? Because I give them that extra love. I give them that love. I even put them in counseling. I even did counseling. If you feel like you need to do that, do that. But most importantly, I teach them about God. Most importantly, I teach them about God and how God loved them. And how God wants them to love. You know, regardless if they didn't get that extra love from their father or that attention from their father. Break the cycle. Break the cycle. You're going to learn how to forgive is what I taught them. You're going to learn how to forgive. I'm not telling you to forget. Oh, yeah, sure. I want you to tell them when you get old enough. You know, God, Dad, you know, you wasn't here, whatever it is. Get it off your chest because it's going to feel better. And that's what you teach them. Not in a disrespectful way because you still, I don't play that. Just because, and another thing, y'all. Another thing you don't want to do is have your child disrespect the mother or father. I don't play that. I do not play that. My son's father came to his 8th grade graduation this year. And he didn't want to hug him. No, you're not about to do that in my face. Get over there and hug him. Get over there and hug him. We're not having that. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like I'm wrong about that, but you not finna, like he didn't want, you're not about to disrespect him in my face. You know? You're not. It's not going down like that. When you become grown and old enough, sit down and tell him how you feel. But as a child, you're going to give respect. That's another thing, y'all. Stop thinking it's okay for y'all child to disrespect a mother or father. It's not cool. If they disrespecting them and you think it's okay with it, then what make you think they're going to respect you? How are they going to respect you if you allow them to respect your mother, the mother or the father? Regardless of what they is, or what they doing, of them not being in their life. Again, that's not your call. That's not your call. And that's not your, you know what I'm saying, job to assist with that. You want to teach them to respect them. You want to teach them to love and break that cycle. You want to give them love. You want to teach them about God. Me and my boys, we pray together all the time. We pray together. They know, like, we pray together all the time. We don't have the best of everything and the best, I'm not going to say the best relationship, but I think we have a darn good relationship. I believe we have a darn good relationship. God is our head of our household and he move everything. He in charge of everything, us included. And we recognize that. And we love each other as God love us. And I teach them to love their father as God loved them. I teach them to forgive. Not forget, but forgive. And when they get old enough, they'll sit down and tell them how they feel. They'll sit down and tell them. In a respectful way. But also, they won't move with the anger in their heart. They will not. I will not allow it. Because I done already taught them. We not doing that. So, I hope y'all got the message. I hope y'all understand everything that I was saying, you guys. Let's stop now. Let's stop teaching. Let's stop talking down on our baby mothers and baby fathers to our child. You know, because it's showing disrespect towards the other half. Whether we don't like them not being involved or not. You know, that's not our job to, you know, put that in their head or whatever it is that you're putting down to the child. That's not cool. It's not cool because it causes them to lose respect for them and later probably gonna lose respect for you. You know what I'm saying? So you just don't want your child to move like that. You just don't want your child to move like that, and you don't want them to have anger and grow with anger and, you know, just hatred in their heart. You know, you sit down and you teach them, I'm sorry he wasn't there or she wasn't there, but, you know, I love you, God love you, you're gonna be okay. And you teach them how to build strength. You also teach them how to build your strength and how to be a better provider when they have children, all right? So I'm going to wrap this up, y'all. I love y'all so much. God bless y'all so much. I pray and hope that somebody got this message. I pray and hope somebody got this message, all right? See y'all soon.